Shiksa Queen. That's what my friends call me in college. The name was probably appropriate, except that I think I really am Jewish. Even though I was baptized Lutheran and these days practice mostly at the altar of suburban sports, my inner Jewishness may stem from the fact that I grew up in a town referred to as Matzah Pizza on the wrong shore of Long Island, or from the fact that during college I was adopted by a group of Jewish women, otherwise known as a sorority. Maybe it was the 17 years that followed living on the Upper West Side, an enclave bordered by Zabar's on one end and Barney Greengrass, rest in peace, on the other, or working on a trading floor surrounded by people who sought out the best tickets for the high holidays. Whatever it was, I loved it. The traditions, the food, the boobies, the closeness. I loved that Jewish families talked about things mine didn't. The chutzpah. So, in what may have been my first mastery, misappropriating a loophole, I found a side door in. I dated Jewish men who loved not dating a nice Jewish girl. And doggone it, after lots of failed attempts, I, Alexis Farrell, found success. Aaron Gold proposed. It took 5 years of convincing, but here we are, 23 years later, with 3 kids, 3 mikvahs, and a name upgrade for me. But after getting married and finding the perfect synagogue that welcomed mixed couples, we worked on Wall Street. And then we worked some more. And then finally we had kids. And with 3 kids, my husband decided we needed fields. Where I saw taxis, he saw a minivan. So we bought one. We moved to Bronxville, the most beautiful and perhaps the least Jewish 1 square mile on earth. His choice. I sometimes look back on this decision and wonder how it happened. One day I was building a sukkah, and the next I was building an addition on my century-old money pit. I was working too much, and the commute was right. I'd been in and out of Sloan Kettering, and in retrospect, I don't think my brain fully comprehended what we were doing. Aaron had been laid off, and somehow decisions become real choices. Bronxville was close to Manhattan and pretty, and had good schools, and we'd find our people, just maybe not the tribe. So we packed it up, packed it in, and signed up for the church nursery school in our tiny town. All those weekends had taught Shabbat down the drain. The kids all believe in Jesus, and we have an elf on the shelf, which really blows my in-laws' minds. But maybe it all makes sense. I never converted. Deep down, I was a Protestant girl from Massapequa dressed up in fancy clothes for Rosh Hashanah. I was always afraid that kids who were both religions would end up nothing. I had this idea that without true focus, they'd have no structure for understanding their beliefs. It turns out they're kind people who call themselves Jewish and open Christmas presents with their Gentile mama. If you ask my husband, he's certain all Jewish kids want Santa and pork. Most of them just never get to have it. So if you come to my house on a weekend morning, once we're done with hockey, you're bound to find us around a roaring fire, eating bagels, lox, and bacon. You're all invited over. We've become those people who've reserved attending services for the holidays, since I think we're still choosing, not losing, our religion. I'm the once-a-year person my mom used to frown at in church on Christmas, but we found our people here, all shapes and sizes, even a few Jews. I feel like the luckiest person alive. Shiksa Queen indeed. I'm compelling.